Hello, this is Michael O'Connor. I was given an escort mission. I decided to make it into somewhat of a payload. One of the core constraints being that the payload is tied behind you as a physics object, like a rope. It sways. You're also getting chased by spirits. Spirits can be hit by the payload. There's spikes, though, so you have to watch out where you swing the payload as a physics object because that can damage the payload. There's two separate health bars. One for the player, can be hit by spirits. One for the payload, can be hit by spikes. The requirements are to scale up three areas. You have to collect parts in each area to move on to the next. And each area is going to be spawning enemies, spikes, and have its own unique platforming challenges. I was inspired by this area in Spain. It's a little cave spot. I just got a bunch of images. It looked pretty neat. The whole thing is that my level is a fictional location, so I decided to make it an underground Earth. And this cave area has an opening up top of which your player character is trying to get to. That level that I made is here. You're going to be starting, collecting your objects, moving up through the level, avoiding spikes, enemies, slowly reaching your way to the top, where you can broadcast a signal to the opening, to everything. You know, you gotta be broadcasting the signal. That's the main goal. That's what you're carrying a payload to broadcast with. Now, I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of a proxy level that I made. It's still quite rough in its stages, but the buildings over here that you'll be collecting some items from, you're going to be scaling the wall, although not a ramp like this. It will be more like Uncharted with its climbing mechanics. More buildings to collect essential items from. Enemies are going to be spawning on these brown floors. They will be able to hit you, so you have to watch out. There's going to be spikes all around too, so you have to watch out. A payload's going to be dragging behind you as a physics object. Don't want to hit spikes, or else you can lose a level. There's more buildings to collect your third essential items from. We're now in we're now in stage 2. Down there is, sorry, this is stage 3. Down there was stage 3. At the beginning was stage 1. Every stage has those 2 buildings, and at the end of stage 3, there is a final building that's going to take 1 minute to unlock the broadcast building, as spirits are going to be spawning around. And these posts that I have all over increase the enemy's movement speed by a lot. So there's going to be spikes and enemies chasing after you. That's about the gist of it. I think it's pretty fun, having a physics-based payload that you have to escort. Every stage here, you're going to be adding another payload onto your payload. So it gets more risky for spikes, but also it makes it easier to hit more enemies, which comes in useful for the final level. That's about the end of this proxy level, and the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching.